Joining us now is Dev Randhawa. He is the chairman and CEO of Fission 3.0. Great to see you, Dev.
Well, thanks for having me here.
All right, for sure.
If we're still shaking hands?
Absolutely, we just did. So this is the latest iteration of Fission. You've got 16 projects across the Athabasca Basin, but and we'll get to that, but you have said that uranium is the #1 place that investors should be for the next year or so, and that governments around the world, Japan, Germany, elsewhere, they're waking up to nuclear. So explain your thinking there.
Well, Morgan Stanley, RBC has said that their #1 commodity moving forward is uranium. So that's why I think I can speak like that with nuclear power. Because even the countries that were thinking of either shutting down reactors or, phase them out are now wanting to build it. Like Japan's a classic model of where they realize the pollution from LNG and the cost of it. So Japan's a classic example of saying, hey, we're not just going to turn the old ones on, we want to build new ones. Even California, they're the one reactor they were going to phase out in Diablo Canyon, they want to extend it because they need power. There's a huge energy crisis going on in the world. And I think North Americans are a bit in our own bubble, but if you go to, I just came back from London and it's tragic what's happening over there in the energy crisis.
Now, you and your team have made 3 major discoveries, including RRR, and you boldly say that I just want to make my shareholders rich, basically. Yeah. And so I just want to ask you, what is your philosophy on finding the next big discovery, and how important is airborne technology?
Well, we can't see under the ground, so you got to fly it first, and hopefully you find some boulders or outcrops, and then from there, what you first need is a corridor. And then you need a conductor, then a corridor. Drilling is expensive, so you have to be very careful about vectoring in so that you're spending a lot of money really narrowing it down, because this uranium is a small blob. So the key is, first of all, great people. I believe having Ray at the helm with Ross on the board and the whole 12 people that we've got, the guys, we're very blessed to have the same team that knows what to look for. It doesn't mean you get it, but they know what boxes you got to tick before you drill.
You've said, Dev, that you were greatly encouraged by some of the results from Murphy Lake. Can you characterize what you're finding there?
Sure. Like as I said, there are about 6 things that you look for. You need a corridor, you need a conductor, and as it goes all the way down, we've got 4 of the 6. We're waiting for assays to tell us if we've got the right chemicals in the ground. So we're looking for those results. We haven't got them back from the lab, but yes, absolutely. And plus, it's in the right area. Uranium is no different. You want to be near other mines, so location matters.
And then Patterson Lake North, you say, is your flagship. Right. Why is that the highest priority?
Well, it's closest to RRR and Next Gen Zero. And what we found over the winter was a corridor that runs parallel to it. So we're excited. It is a big snowstorm, as you probably heard up there. But when that clears, we plan to go on the ground. So when it clears, we'll be on there. And that, again, they've ticked all the boxes. We know there's a conductor there. We know there's a corridor. There's clay alteration. There's bleaching. All the little things you need before you drill.
And you've said you're looking for about $5 or $10 million to pay for next year's winter drilling program. Is the market fairly receptive right now?
I don't think it is that much, but we have $7 million in the bank. I'm here right now talking to Red Cloud and some others. I think we'll get there. You got to be very careful. You got to do some work, but you got to be careful not to dilute yourselves. You got to be very careful. When your stock last year, we were up, 300%, so it was okay to raise $20 million. You weren't diluting yourself, but now you got to be careful. I'm the largest shareholder. I think like a shareholder as much as I think as a CEO what's best for us.
And you've had those previous successes, so let's hope this is another one.
Yeah, absolutely. You're only as good as your team, but the biggest thing we need is tailwind. And right now, the price of uranium is everything. If it goes back up, all the boats rise, and so hopefully we'll see that.
Thanks for the update, Dev.
Thank you very much.
Okay, Dev Randhawa, he is the chairman and CEO of Fission 3.0. Our thanks to him.